it is. Look, welcome to Terry's Tips, guys. Get a notebook, get a pen, because y'all have collections on your credit report you need deleted. Guys, our collections bringing down your scores, making you get denied, keeping you from business credit. Guys, today I have you covered. I'm going to give you 5 ways to delete collections. And guys, I'm adding a credit hack that I have never talked about on my channel before. And I'm also going to include some gems, some do's and don'ts to the entire video to help you have better results. And before I say anything else, let me just note that I used to work for TransUnion. Bars. Guys, not almost nobody else. It's probably like 12 people in the nation that are in this credit space that actually work for a credit bureau, and I am one of them. I'm saying this in the beginning, guys, because I'm board certified. I have over 20 years of experience, and I don't fluff you guys. I give you the real information. Like I said, get a notebook and get a pen, guys. Now, I'll do my nugget at the end. And for my newbies, hey, y'all, guys, my name is Terry. I upload brand new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. So if this is helpful, guys, subscribe and share it with somebody so we can have high credit scores together, okay? So let's jump right in. So, guys, credit collections are literally destroying your credit score. And just getting one collection deleted, depending on what else is on your report, can up your score 20, 50. I've even seen people who have a bunch of collections to get them removed, get up to like 80-something points, okay? So nugget right here. The very best thing is to get collections deleted, right? Which is what I'm going to help you with today. The next to that, if you cannot get them deleted, right, then the very next best thing is to at least have them as a zero balance. I'm telling you what I know, especially if you guys want big money and you want business credit. Real quick nugget, guys, before you get a $100,000 line of credit or a $50,000 business loan or a $20,000 business credit card, guys, they don't want to see a $500 AT&T bill, a $300 Macy's or Nordstrom's bill that's in collections. So, guys, higher level thinking, you want to have all your collections deleted or a zero balance. Okay, guys? So the 5 ways. First, I'm going to tell you the 5 ways, then I'm going to tell you how to use it as a hack. Got it, good, guys? So the first way, guys, is dispute it with the credit bureau, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, in writing to the credit bureau directly, not using a template, not using a form letter, writing a regular Word document with your name, your address, your social, your date of birth, 2 forms of ID, guys, and you're sending it off certified to the credit bureau directly, okay? TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Now, the second way is with the original creditor. So say you have NCO Financial, and they are the collection agency, and they are collecting for T-Mobile. You're going to actually dispute it with T-Mobile also, who is the original creditor. Now, pause. The reason why I'm actually doing this video is because a lot of these collection agencies actually are shady, okay? I literally had a collection agency contact me like probably 2 weeks ago about a T-Mobile bill, and I'm like, I'm on a T-Mobile phone. I have 45 approved accounts through my business. Like, all kinds of wrong, guys. So I'm trying to help you out because a lot of them actually are shady. So you do want to take the extra step, guys, to dispute it with the actual original creditor. Nugget. Get a copy of your report from all 3 bureaus. I recommend annualcreditreport.com for this specifically, or Credit Check Total. Why? Because it will give you the information for the collection agency and the information for the original creditor, okay? So credit bureau, original creditor. The third way is with the collection agency. So again, if we have that same example, we have AT&T or T-Mobile, whoever, but it's actually on your credit report, guys, from NCO Financial. So NCO Financial is the collection agency reporting it on your credit report, okay? You're going to dispute it with the collection agency directly. All of them, guys, are in writing. Yes, y'all. Now, I know you hear videos that say, call them up, send an email, do all these other things. I'm telling you what I know. I used to work for TransUnion. I've been doing this for over 20 years before social media. You will get a better result if you do it in writing. It can sometimes take a little bit longer, but not really, guys. You overnight it, you get a return receipt or whatever, and they start the investigation right away. And sometimes it can still just even be a couple of days, a week before you actually see it come off of your actual file. But put a little bit of sweat equity, a little bit of work into it so you can have a better result, okay? When you do it just online or over the phone, that's why y'all are doing all these disputes, and guess what? They're staying on your credit report. The definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. Guys, if you did it the quick way and did not get a result, you need to watch the whole video and do what I'm actually telling you to do, which is write an actual letter. So credit bureau, collection agency, original creditor, and then you're also going to dispute it with the Consumer Protection Bureau, guys. And when you're disputing it with the Consumer Protection Bureau, you're disputing the actual company is the collection agency. The collection agency. You're not going after the original creditor. You're not going after the credit bureau. Follow me, guys. The collection agency. Now, why, right? So for all my newbies, this is a teaching, learning channel. I really try to educate you guys. So remember, the collection agency is actually the entity reporting it on your credit file. So you're going to be the most aggressive, do the most legwork with the actual collection agency, because if you can kind of nip it in the bud there, then that will help it get deleted from your credit report. Now, pause, disclaimer, a valid negative debt can be reported for 7 years, period. A valid negative debt, okay? Another nugget right here is that you can do a pay for delete. Sometimes it's a valid debt. You've done everything that's not budging. You can try and do a pay for delete. I won't go into that in this video, but what I will do in the description, depending on when you're watching this, I'll go back and I have a whole video on just pay for deletes. Guys, nugget, try to do the pay for delete at the very first phone call. Don't pay it, then go through the dispute process and it doesn't come off, and then try to contact the collection agency and try and do a pay for delete. They've already gotten their money, guys, okay? So you want to do a pay for delete in the very beginning and get it in writing. Get it in writing. Get it in writing, okay, guys? So with the Consumer Protection Bureau, and then the fifth way, guys, is with the Better Business Bureau. Now, the same thing. You're disputing the collection agency. And to be honest, guys, a lot of them actually are doing like illegal practices. Like they're calling you at the wrong times. They're saying things they're not supposed to say. They're being too aggressive. I'm actually going to put, in the description of the video, depending on when you're watching this, I'll actually put the link to dispute with the Consumer Protection Bureau. And they also have information about like know your rights. And then also I'll put a link for the Fair Debt Collection Act that has some information in there, and I'll put that in the description of the video, depending on when you're watching this, guys. So you have 5 places. Let me recap it and let me tell you the hack. Credit bureau, collection agency, original creditor, Consumer Protection Bureau, Better Business Bureau. Now, what I want you guys to do is actually do it all at the same time. That means don't dispute it with the credit bureau and then wait 60 days and then do the collection agency and then wait 30 days and do the Consumer Protection Bureau. Guys, you're sending it all out at the same exact day, so it's getting to everybody. Now, why are you doing that? Remember, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, guys, is about reporting, right? They have to report fair, accurate information. Well, if you're disputing it with the credit bureau and the credit bureau contacts the collection agency, and when they contact the collection agency, the account is in dispute, come on, somebody, well, then it can't be validated, right? And so you're disputing with the original creditor. The collection agency is going to the original creditor and trying to validate, and what happens? It's in dispute. Follow me, somebody. So guys, dispute them with all 5 at the same time. All 5 at the same time. In writing, 2 forms of ID, send it certified, and remember, you're only disputing things that you feel are inaccurate, unfair, not valid. Okay, guys? Now, you as consumers, you have your right to dispute anything you actually want, right? That's not for me to say. I'm just giving you guys the actual, the facts. But guys, try to get the items deleted. And then one other nugget I'm going to add right here is sometimes, let's say you already have paid the collection, you've already validated the collection. Let's say you're too far gone, you watch this video too late, and these collections are just not budging, guys. Sometimes after you actually make a settlement or a payment, some of the collection agencies, if you dispute it with the credit bureau afterwards, sometimes they will actually delete it because by then they've gotten their money, and sometimes they just don't respond to the dispute, or it's not worth it for them, or it's their practice. If a dispute comes in after you've paid it, it's not worth it. They'll just let it go. So guys, don't think that just because you paid it and now it's on your report, it's not budging, like you're done. Guys, dispute it with the credit bureau as being inaccurate. See if it comes off, and if it doesn't, wait a little bit longer, maybe like 60, 90 days, and then try to dispute it actually again. You don't want to do it immediately because you'll be marked as a frivolous dispute and they will ignore you. Got it, good guys. So credit bureau, credit bureau, collection agency, original creditor, Better Business Bureau, the Consumer Protection Bureau. In writing, all at the same time, 2 forms of ID, no form letter, no template. Get a regular Word document and write your own letter. All of the credit bureaus and all these other agencies, we know all the form letters. We've seen all the form letters and all the templates, guys. You get a better result. Listen to me. You get a better result when they know and they think that it's a valid dispute coming from you, the consumer, and not some credit repair place. I'm telling you what I know. That's a higher level dispute as opposed to them having 500 disputes. They all say the same exact thing. Got it, good, guys. So I hope that was helpful. I'll go back and put the information in the description, guys. And then let me just say one last thing, guys. For business credits, right? If you are trying to get business credit, you do not want to have unpaid collections on your credit report, period. Period. Sometimes you can get real estate financing, you can get cars, you can get other things, but for business credit, especially as a new entrepreneur, new investor, or a new business to building business credit, you, the owner of the company, you do not want to have unpaid collections. They will not approve you. So dispute it to get it deleted, or at least do a settlement to make it a zero balance. Got it, good, guys. Oh, and one last thing I wanted to add too is look up the statute of limitations for your state. So sometimes this is why some of the collection agencies are out of order, because let's say the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives them 7 years, but say you're in a state where it's 5 years to collect or 3 years to collect, and it actually varies by state. So you out there in YouTube world, Instagram world, Facebook world, look up the statute of limitations for collections for your state. And sometimes if they're trying to aggressively collect from you outside of the statute of limitations for your state, guys, that means it's inaccurate, unfair, they are in violation, and it can be removed. Got it, good, guys. And guys, for my nugget, I'm gonna make it simple and quick. If you want to get to the next level, you have to be somebody who executes at a high level, period. Guys, you can't be someone who's thinking about it, preparing. You don't need one more course, one more masterclass, one more workshop, one more book. Guys, the people that are wildly successful, they are not afraid to take risks. They do activity. They learn from doing the actual activity. Stop standing on the sidelines, because the life you really deserve, the life that you want, is on the other side of you executing at a high level, doing the work, not afraid to make mistakes. Do it with what you have right now and improve and learn as you go along. But don't tell me you want to get to the next level. You want to be a boss. You want to be a multimillionaire. You want to break the chains, do all these things. And all you're ever doing is watching and researching and looking. I'm saying it with love. The next level requires you to execute at a high level and do the work. Amen.